can hear it now. I can hear it now. I hear the sounds of your heartbeat. I can hear it now. I can hear it now.
Hi friends! Welcome to another Clean With Us.
Some of you are looking at this room like, oh my gosh, this is a true playroom disaster.
And some of you are looking at this room and saying, this is the worst you got. Today we are working with the Brooks family. This is a mom who reached out to us and she has 6 kids, I think under 8. So you can imagine sort of the chaos. And we asked her if she had a magic wand and one part of her home could be done in 2 days, what would she choose?
It was no surprise to me that she mentioned the playroom because it is our most requested room to clean. She also had this bonus room, a bonus playroom, if you will, and this is where her older kids would play. Eventually, she wants it to be like a gamer room. Hi, kitty. But right now, it has like small pieces and Legos that she doesn't want the really little kids to get into.
If you had a magic wand to clean any room in your house, what room would you tackle?
Mom showed us around the home, and if you're from a large family, this is probably very relatable to you. This is like the entrance way when you come in, maybe the drop zone for the backpacks. One of the other areas that we wanted to tackle were the kids' rooms, and we're hopefully going to come back and be able to do something in there.
We're checking in with you guys, asking you what rooms do you guys want to see us clean? Do you want us to talk about kid rooms and routines? Do you want us to focus on kitchens? Put that in the comments so that we can put that in our next video.
So here's our introduction to the Brooks family and why we chose them. We had Mom, who was the one that reached out to us, Dad, and then their 6 kids, all under 8.
When Laura and I publish our videos, we share them with some of our community pages, and this mom reached out after seeing one of our last videos and said, I need help. I am drowning in toys. The clutter is too much. Can you guys please come and help me reorganize my life?
This mom's plea really hit our heartstrings as we are from a big family as well. At one point, we had 7 kids in the same house, 2 adults, 1 bathroom. You can imagine.
I could also relate as a mom of 2. Toys are hard to get rid of. This is my toy room a few years ago. So if you guys have been on our channel for a while, you probably know that this is something that I dealt with, was trying to declutter toys and make our house beautiful. It was hard.
But we've done this a couple times now, and so you can check out our other playroom videos, not just Lana's playroom, but we've helped multiple families since then.
If you're new to our channel, you probably don't know that's what my playroom used to look like, and you probably don't know who we are. So let's take a moment to introduce ourselves. I'm Lana.
I'm Laura.
And we're 2 identical twins who love to clean and tidy.
But let's get back to the Brooks family. Some of the strengths of this family, I will say, is that they are not afraid of hard work. I could see that in both the mom and dad's work ethic. You can't see the mom who's just off camera, but she was hands-on and involved the entire time, except for she's also a great multitasker because she was keeping an eye on the kids, checking in on them, and even bringing them down just off camera to be sort of part of the process, but just to keep an eye on them.
Some of their growth areas, they definitely struggled to let go of things. When we had been messaging, I was sort of under the interpretation that they were ready to let go of a lot. But when we got there, that wasn't necessarily the case, and letting go turned out to be a lot harder.
It's hard.
Yeah, and then they do tend to hold on to the past, like nostalgia, like just lots of old toys from their childhood, and they really wanted to highlight those, but it was hard because they were balancing it with the new toys as well. But they were very overwhelmed, and Mom was definitely weighed down by this mess. This was emotionally getting to her quite a bit. So that's why we come in, though. We come in to help relieve that stress.
We've recently adopted a term that I really like, and we're calling ourselves clutter coaches. And we're helping people with dialogue. We're helping them with ideas. Yes, organization and categorization, but really we're helping people with different methods of being able to let go and be okay with that.
That's something that we do behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know is we're in constant communication with the people we help clean and declutter for. I still get messages from many of our previous cleans about like things that are going on in their life, like our one clean about the decluttering, the 3,000 items. Her family still messages me just the best things about like, we just got home and didn't have to spend forever cleaning, or, I ran the vacuum and wasn't moving stuff out of the way. And it just brings joy to our heart. The messaging and texting is a huge part of the cleaning process. It's something that a lot of people don't understand, but to get people to feel comfortable with us, we have to have a lot of insight into what's going on in their lives.
And our waiting list is very long to even be able to be seen or get a consultation with us. We have so many people reaching out. So we kind of use this process to help as many people as we can, which is our ultimate mission, but also kind of to vet people out a little bit, because when you have someone who said, I really want this done, but I don't want to let go of anything, which believe it or not, we do, then we know that we might not be the right people to help them, that they might actually need a professional to come in and kind of talk about what's going on. Let's talk about couples.
Specifically clutter couples. This has actually been coming up in my like people are reaching out quite a bit. Is one, like me and my partner struggle to let go of things. We both are continuously adding, but also one partner feeling resentful of the other person's ability to hold on and not let go, and they're managing the house. So we're going to talk about balance and dialogue and how to get your partner on board, or how to get your team on board with the idea of doing less or having less.
And by doing less, we just mean having to manage less. Like a space like this, when you have one partner who's primarily in charge of the space, and I know it's easy to say, no, the kids are in charge of the space, but anyone who actually has kids knows that's not a realistic expectation for them to be solely in charge of everything, especially when you have a lot of young kids. As we often see, there is usually a manager of the home, especially when you have someone that's working full-time, overtime, extra time, as this person's husband is. So mom is at home. She's doing the cooking, she's doing the cleaning, and she is making sure that everyone is ready for the day. So she is in charge of this space. So we want her to have to do less, that she shouldn't have to clean so much. But by doing that, you kind of need less toys, less things.
So she reached out asking how to talk to her husband about having less stuff, because his intent was great. And this reminded me so much of my husband. My husband loves to spoil the kids with toys. And it took a lot of conversations about clutter thresholds, how much our family could manage with clutter. Because some people, if you think back to like probably your grandparents' house, this is something that Laura and I talk about all the time. Our grandma had a lot of stuff, but she managed it very well. It was put away, it was neat, it was tidy. We are not those people. We cannot manage so much stuff. Just walking into a room with clutter gives me anxiety. So my husband and I had to come to a lot of agreements and a lot of understanding about how much more time we freed up to spend with our kids when we had less time to be cleaning up after them.
And this kind of leads me into the idea of the dialogue when people want to gift you, when grandma wants to gift you more toys when you've already reached maximum capacity.
The person who does this best, where I think I got so much of this information from, is Dana K. White. She wrote the book Declutter at the Speed of Life, and she talks about how to say no to relatives when they are not respecting your boundaries of less stuff. We're going to take a minute just to share some short phrases that you can use to set boundaries with your family. Remember that we have to honor their intent, that they are doing something that they truly believe is a good thing, but they are not the managers of your home. They're not the ones that are holding on to everything. So we're just going to give you some phrases that you can practice with them.
We're just going to start with some polite boundaries, saying something like, we're really working on simplifying right now, so we're going to say no to new toys.
Or thank you for thinking of us, but we really don't have space to take this right now.
You know, the kids already have what they need. What they love most is time with you. Get some time with grandma and grandpa.
And in this case, mom had been talking with her family and her husband's family for a long time about stopping the toys. And they actually asked for an experience, or I should say more like a backyard gift maybe, but they're saving up for a swing set. So for all the Christmas, the birthdays and all those things, they asked to not get toys and instead save money for the swing sets. And some family was like, yep, that's a great idea. And some still struggle, like many relatives do, and still want to give presents.
And one thing we had suggested, it was like, oh, wow, thank you so much for these toys, which were not new toys, by the way. A lot of them were from the adult children's childhood. And so we were like, we told her, why don't you keep some of these at grandma's house, and then, or maybe auntie's house, and then when they come over, they can play with them.
I just read another book that one of you guys recommended. Shout out to this viewer right here that recommended Goodbye Things. Guys, I cannot tell you how amazing this book was. I gave it 5 stars. But one of the lines in choosing what to keep and what to get rid of in your home was, if it wasn't a hell yes, then it was a hell no. And I just thought that was hilarious. But true. And if someone is gifting you something and you have that uneasy feeling that many people do of where on earth am I going to put this, then it is time to get rid of that, or say, no, thank you. I'm not going to be able to take that right now. Or one of Dana K. White's advice is take it and then donate it. And you can tell them, like, I can take this box of stuff that great Nona gave me, but do know that anything I don't want in here will be donated. Are you okay with that? And then they have to decide if they're okay with it or not, because your home is not someone else's storage unit. They do not get to dictate the items in your house.
On that same note, the kids do not get to dictate what gets to stay and what gets to go. The mom got the kids involved, which we encourage. We love that. But she was texting us how overwhelmed she was.
She was telling us how they were not able to let go and they were struggling, and that she was just feeling overwhelmed. And this goes into 2 parts. 1, kids need to be a part of the process, but they don't dictate the process. They have to work out their declutter muscle like every single one of us, and they will get better and better in time.
However, this is the perfect time to introduce some rules or some boundaries for your kids. And in this case, the mom used what we call magic numbers. The mom let the kids pick 2 of their favorite costumes each, and then she was able to add the accessories and different things. So ultimately, each kid got 3 costumes. And I think that is plenty of costumes for a child. Am I wrong? They can share each other's. I think that's fair.
Lastly, to get the kids involved, we spent some time creating some very simple black and white labels with a picture and the title of the category to go on these drawers that are coming up. And the kids had to go and find the toys, like we hid them around the room, and they had to go put them away in the correct bin as fast as they could. They loved it. We were all laughing at their speed and their agility, or maybe lack of agility for some of them. But there's so many ways to get these kids involved and get them part of the process. If they're unwilling to declutter, they have to be willing to put in a little bit of extra work. And I think that with these very organized systems, they're ready to go and ready to clean their playroom.
And if you're watching this video, you are likely the manager of your home, but remember, your family is your team, and we all need to work together to be able to reach the common goal, which is to have a nice, clear, calm home.
I hear the sounds of your heartbeat. I can hear it now. I can hear it now. I hear the sounds of your heartbeat. I can hear it now. I can hear it now. I hear the sounds of your heartbeat. I can hear it now. I can hear it now. I can hear it now.
Thanks for watching.
If you like what you saw today, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, The Tidy 2.
We are making new videos all the time, not just on YouTube, but also on our TikTok. So make sure to check out our TikTok for lots of fun videos, quick motivation, and kind of get you a little dopamine kick. Just click, watch, doom scroll, but only on our channel and only for a short time, and then start cleaning.
If you're looking for some more long form content, again, our YouTube playlist is where you need to go. We are cleaning pantries, playrooms, so many places. We're helping people that have trouble decluttering. We are doing some hoarder motivation, and we even do a reflection onto our past, and that's in our last video, so make sure to check that out.
We are so grateful for your support. We're at 3,400 subscribers. So many subscribed in the last few weeks. Thank you for that. Our goal is to get to 4,000 before the end of the year. I know for some people that might seem like a small goal, but for us, that's what we want to do. We want to get more people watching our channel and being inspired by our cleans.
Our mission is to help as many people as possible. We only have 2 hands, well, I guess 4 hands between us. And so when we're doing these cleans, we're putting all of our energy into that. But when you actually like, subscribe, and more importantly, share our videos, then we're helping other people. Yes, through the internet, but we are their clutter coaches, and we're hoping to motivate and inspire. So thank you so much.
We just have one question for you guys. We want to know, what should we clean next?